Hey, 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 what's going on? Hey, what's going on? I hope y'all are doing well this Sunday. I am going to be looking away a little bit because it's Sunday. Y'all know I'm like a boy girl because I love football. Like, I'm obsessed with football. So the Bucks and the Saints are playing. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints are playing in the playoff game. And it's not the championship game, but the next one is. So I wanted to watch this, but I wanted to come talk to y'all because I haven't talked to y'all in a while. And I know that people have 911 questions because I've been seeing them in the comments. So I wanted to really just talk 911 as much as I possibly can and help you guys out, because again, it's a lot of people that have been asking me questions about things. My apologies if I haven't gotten to your question. But I'm gonna get to it. So ask me here so you don't have to wait for me to respond in the comments. Reverend Stephen says, hey, just passed my CritiCall and got my polygraph coming up. Any tips? Oh yeah, I have a whole video on the polygraph test. Tell the truth. Man, you tell the truth, you're going to pass the polygraph test. I promise you. I tell people all the time, that's probably one of my top asked questions is like, how do you pass the polygraph test? And I just say, tell the truth. Like, my channel does not teach you how to like pass a lie detector test when lying or a polygraph test while lying. Like, this ain't the channel for that. Y'all not gonna catch me on here telling y'all how to. I don't know. So all I can say is just tell the truth. What they do in a polygraph test, and again, I have a video. I'm gonna grab my playlist real quick. I'm gonna grab the link for the playlist so that I can share it in the, in the chat, in the little chat box with y'all, because I think that most of the questions that you will have, you'll find the answer in that playlist, in the hiring process playlist. So I am going to throw that link over here. Oh, sorry guys. This game. Oh, these Tampa Bay Bucks did not come to play any games today. I wonder if I can pin this. Yeah, I don't really know how to do all of that stuff, but what is? Okay, so some of the questions that I have been getting asked on my YouTube questions or comments is people are asking, how do you pass a lie detector test if I've smoked weed in the last 3 years? How do I pass the lie detector test? Because I know that, you can't use drugs or marijuana in the last 3 years. So how do I pass that test? I would not recommend you not being honest in that, because there's a lot of times that they're going to ask you the same questions. I think it's for consistency all around to, make sure that you're telling the truth, because integrity is important, guys. And if you are contemplating lying on the polygraph test, then maybe this isn't the job for you, because again, integrity is very important. And they're going to want to trust that what you say is honest. And so if you can't honestly pass the lie detector test, then I can't help you. Now, there may be other channels out here that'll tell you how you can pass a polygraph test, but this ain't it. This ain't it, guys, okay? Another question I've been getting a lot of is about the CritiCall test. Yeah, don't mind me. I just have a little cocktail. Another question I've been getting is about the CritiCall test, about the map. And like, it's really hard and people stressing themselves out over this map portion. And I just want to put your minds and your heart at ease when it comes to this map portion of the test. It is so basic. Like this portion of this test is so basic and so, I don't want to say juvenile, but it's juvenile. Like, oh, I wish I was better prepared. But here we go. On that portion, it's probably wrong, but in that portion of the map test is going to have a compass at the bottom. It's going to have north, south, east, and west on it. So that's going to be your guide right there. It's going to have a compass that's going to tell you which direction is north, which direction is south, which direction is east, and which direction is west. It's going to have that information there for you. Then, after you have that compass that's going to stay on the page the entire time, there's going to be a city on a map, basically. We'll call it a city. And it kind of looks something like this. So these are streets going east to west. These are streets going north to south. Y'all, I'm not an artist at all. But along the way, you might have a courthouse. I'm going to just draw here for the visual learners. You might have a courthouse. You might have a post office. You might have a school. And those are represented by these little blocks there. Those are just different buildings that will be represented on your map. So the questions are along the lines of, if I start at the school, which route would I take to get to the post office? So this section of the test is multiple choice. So you will say, I mean, you can easily read. Like if you're uncertain, like, oh gosh, I don't know what way is east and I don't know which way is west. You know, you got a map, a compass right there at the bottom. Let's say you just still freaking out. Read the multiple choice answers. So you might have one that says, well, you're going to go west, and then they'll say one-way street. So you might say, oh, I'm going to go west 4 blocks and then south 1 block. Well, obviously, according to this compass, we're going to go east and then north. So you can eliminate that answer off top. You can eliminate the ones that look like they don't make sense. Those are part of test taking skills. If you haven't learned that, I put a link in the description box that has my 911 hiring process video and videos, and you can go and look and find out more about test taking skills. But that's basically it on the map portion of the test. Like everybody gets so worked up and nervous about it. And I honestly think that most people fail their CritiCall test because of this map. And guys, it has everything you need on the map. I'm telling you, the compass is there. And the fact that the compass is there should give you a lot of comfort. And it's multiple choice. So you can read the answers. And if it's like, oh, I'm not exactly sure, like you can eliminate, process of elimination. It still works, guys. I promise you it does. It still works. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at some questions too as well. Y'all, I got too much going on. Like I'm trying to talk to you all, trying to watch this football game with no volume. Who does that? Watching this football game and then trying to look at additional comments so I can get the questions, because y'all real quiet tonight. I don't know what's up with that. My talkers, they ain't showed up yet. This must be the people who just, I don't know. Let me find the stream. Okay, here we go. I was like, I lost y'all, couldn't see you no more. Exit full screen. All right, here we go. Can y'all say hey? Jeez. Okay, so someone said, I need help, anyone. This is from Alexandria. She says, what would I put in? What are your interests in working here? I need help summing up that I'm interested in helping the community and I'm very serious about my career. Can anyone put it into better words? Nobody responded to Alexandria. I sure didn't. But I think that you summed it up fairly well when you said that you were interested in helping the community. So I would elaborate a little more on that. What exactly is it that you're interested in doing while helping the community, or why you want to help the community? And talk about, you said you're very serious with your career, but I also think that it's important for you to explain your why. So no one else can really sum that up or put it in better words, because you have to, explain your why and help them to understand and know who you are and what you want to do. So again, you have good bones to your answer. So you sum up why you want to help in the community and why you're very serious about your career. Or, it's not pass interference. Sorry. Or what it is about your career that you're very serious about. All right. Here we go. Hey. So this is in response. I haven't even read it fully, but this is in response to why I'm no longer a dispatcher video. Oh yeah, that's should be pass interference. And y'all know what happened. I had just this really rough trainer, and we're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go all the way there right now. You dropped that fella. Okay, it says, it's so sad this happens as often as it does. I quit my job at the post office for this very reason. My trainer had a terrible attitude every day, just miserable and complained constantly. If you don't want to be a trainer, communicate that with your supervisor. My coworkers was just as bad at treating new hires like redheaded stepchildren, as if being disrespectful is some kind of initiation test to see who can last. The pay was great and the benefits, but no job is worth overwhelming stress on your mental health. Bless you. Oh my gosh, I totally agree with that. Thank you so much for sharing. I can't say this name because it's got some type of characters, but it's Alpo Russian or something like that. I totally agree. Oftentimes, the training process in any job is very difficult, mostly because you're typically not learning something new, but you're learning a new process of doing it with a new company or a new organization. So you're having to re-teach yourself or relearn. Hey, friend. Hey, girl. Hey, how you doing? You doing all right today? So you're having to, basically like reteach yourself and relearn. And that can be challenging at times for sure. That's not always the easiest thing to do, especially like if you are older, like your girl. Learning new things, it's tough. Sometimes we are set. Sometimes we get set in our ways, or we get set in one way of doing things, and we just have to adjust. And that's tough sometimes. So yeah. Oh, y'all, like one thing when I look at these comments and stuff, so y'all know I made a video, a story time of the time somebody called and said somebody had given them herpes, like on the phone. Ultimately, that's not what she called about. She called because somebody was about to come beat her up. But it was because, she had given somebody else herpes. You got to watch the video or whatnot. Well, anyway, in looking at the comments, that video has the absolute most comments, but they're all about like challenges that I'm pretty sure is spam, but my Lord, it's just so many. That video probably has the most comments because of all of the spam. I think that these shits just push herpes and find my video and leave comments about Dr. Brown or Dr. Allen, Dr. Okiti, and my name is Mary from Pennsylvania, and she want to share how she finally got cured from herpes. I don't care. Ooh, jeez. But anyway, yeah, I just thought that was really, really, really weird. Okay, so Michaela says, I'm on the path of wanting to become a dispatcher. What are some tips on mentally prepping yourself for a day's work? Girl, hold on. Did you watch my self-care video? I don't think you did, but I always went into 911 and went into work when I worked 911 with like a completely clear mind, because you never knew what you were going to get. Like, you never, ever, ever knew. You could go into work and have a very, very slow day, or you could go into work and, take a whole bunch of in progress burglaries or in progress robbery calls, like just drug overdoses, just a lot of stuff like that. So what I do, or what I had to prepare before I even got to work. And like I said, I have a whole self-care video. Let me find it and put the link in the description box. I mean, over here, over here. But you have to take care of yourself mentally. You have to take care of yourself physically. You have to take care of yourself emotionally. And it's not just I need to drink lots of water. No, like it is a process. It is a life process. So some things I would do as far as self-care, I would go hang out with my friends. I would write a lot to get those things out of my head, because I couldn't always share everything that I would experience and go through with others. And so I had to get that out. So I would share it with people. But the thing that I really love the most about that job and it being so stressful was that I never had to be stressed out home. I always made sure, we never had to work from home. You never had to, excuse me. You never had to take calls. You never had to take calls, after work or anything like that. Like, that was never a thing that you have to do. So you could always leave work at work. And that was the best thing. I just posted that link in the description box, and that's the self-care video that I made. Gotta read, gotta stimulate your mind, Craig. Stimulate your mind. You have to, like, whatever you need to do, you gotta do that. And it, like I say, I'm sorry to be kind of vague or pretty broad. I'm sorry with that answer, but that's not an easy answer. And I made a video on it, so you can watch that video and it'll tell you everything you need to know, girl. I promise you it will. So, but that's how I prep myself for a day's work. Like tomorrow, I have to go to work, or I'm on call for work. I have to go to work. And so I have already started to mentally prepare myself for tomorrow. So that means, like, I'm not really doing a lot today, just kind of chilling at the house, because I want my mind to be as free and calm and peaceful as it can possibly be for tomorrow. I have me a little cocktail. It's pretty early. Like right now it's like 6:25. And so I know, that I'm going to be good, for the rest of the day. I'm not going to, the only cocktail I have, okay? Not going to be sloppy at the house. But I'll be able to go to sleep and I'll be able to give me a great night's rest, because I'm on call for 48 hours. So I don't know what those 48 hours are going to hold. So I just want to make sure that my mind is at its absolute best, so that I can be the best me, the best version of myself for my people at work. Oh, Crystal just laughing. She laughing. She probably laughing because of this video that I just put the link in the description box for, because she taught me that. I don't know if that's why she laughing, but if I had to guess, that's what I would say. Totally agree. Crystal says, I totally agree with you. You have to get your mind together. You do. Like, going to work, going to work. It doesn't matter what kind of job you have. This has just been my experience in life. Going to work is sometimes a little hard. I'm going to work you gotta, listen to the man or to the woman, whatever. You gotta go and do what someone else is telling you to do, which is fine. Like, that's not a problem. Like, don't hear what I'm not saying. Like, that's not a problem. But, sometimes you're not ready for sometimes you're not ready for the stress of what is going to come with that. Dealing with other people is probably, in my experience, at work, and I've been working since I was 14 years old, and I'm 36. So I've been working a long time. And dealing with difficult people has always been, I don't want to say difficult, but it's one of those things that just gets the heck on my nerves. You don't want to deal with difficult people. But, we just have to learn to deal with that and deal with them and, learn how to move on from it. Like, nothing, I try very, 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 very hard. I learned this a long time ago. I utilized it so much in 911. Don't take that stuff personally. Don't take what those people say to you personally. I done got called bitch before, black bitch, dumb bitch, ghetto bitch, all of those things, like all kinds of bitches, bitch up and down the street, bitch. I don't care though, because at the end of the day, you don't know me. So I'm not really tripping on it. Crystal says, yep, those comments from that video are like, oh Lord, people confessing about herpes. Yes, they just like, oh, I got herpes on May 13th, 2006, and I went to see Dr. Ali Bali, and he totally changed my life, and now I'm cured from herpes, and blah, 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 blah. I know a lot of people that got herpes and they ain't cured yet. So I don't know how all y'all got cures and nobody else do. I don't get it. But to each his own. I never had herpes before and I don't plan on ever getting it. So y'all have fun with that. Those pills with Dr. Ali Bali, Dr. Brown, Dr. Okuku, or whosoever. I ain't with it. Yes, they... Okay, let me get it together. Sorry, I'm like looking at the game and some commercial now. Y'all lucky. Oh, let me tell y'all about my hair, because I know it's looking cray-cray. So I had to cut my own hair today. That's never good when you have to cut your own hair. So I've been wearing quick weaves, like these Pronto quick weaves. Man, I braid my hair down, some braids, and then I put this cap on, I had my leave out, and then I glue the tracks on my hair. Well, I think like when I take them out, I don't know if this is why, but I feel like my ends were like so ratty. And I wanted to wear my hair straight today or yesterday, and I started straightening my hair, and it just was terrible. I was like, oh, come on, Brillo pad hair. This is not okay. So I went through it today and I straightened it as best as I could. And then I just started cutting it. Just cutting it. I don't care. It's probably not that even, but it feels so much better. I do have some freeze spray in my hair, some got to be glued. That was dumb. I just put it in there so it could hold my curls. Clearly it didn't work. Okay. Clearly it did not work. Got to be glued does not work for my hair. Because where my curls at? I wait. Girl, those ends were feeling like Brillo pads. They were. They were so rough McGruff. Like right here, it kind of feels like it, but that could be the that could be the got to be glue spray, freeze spray that I sprayed all over my head that was unsuccessful. All I wanted was some, what's going on with my watch? All I wanted was some curls. That's all I wanted. I digress. You know what else is relaxing, Michaela? I don't even know if you still here or not, because ain't nobody talking to me. Said my best friend. But that's okay. One other thing that's really good that I love to do is to take a hot bubble bath. Like, it is so relaxing to take a bubble bath, especially after you've had a long day at work. Like, I have candles. Like, I love like to have aromatherapy going when I take a bath. Aromatherapy candles in the house and in the bathroom, and I put on some like really just like tranquil music and just have a whole little vibe, because man, some days are like hard, and not even just work stuff, just life in general. As a woman, I know when we have, like, when I'm going through my PMDD, my premenstrual dysphoric disorder, which I now think is premenopause. Jesus be offense. Because I was looking at, symptoms, my PMDD symptoms, and then I've been having like hot flashes or really night sweats, but I actually do have some hot flashes too. I was looking it up, and I think your girl is premenopausal. I'm 36, so it's probably about right. But I knew it was something. When I would get up at night and like my clothes are drenched, and yeah, I knew it was a problem. All right, so RJ in 0607 says, being a former brace face myself, do you still wear your retainer at night? Ooh. Drew Brees just threw an interception. Oh. And he ran it back for a touchdown. Wait, was he in? I'm sorry, y'all. If you don't know, I'm watching the game. Dang. Y'all Saints fans about to be pissed. You about to lose your job. Hey, you about to lose your job. Hey. Okay. No, I do not wear my retainer at night. I don't even remember that might be a face mask on you, bro. I don't even remember the last time I wore a retainer. My teeth at the bottom are actually crooked. They're crooked again, but not like, you can't really tell looking at me like this. Like, you're like, oh, your teeth are perfect, but yeah, they're crooked. So no, I don't wear my retainer. I need to go and get another one like yesterday. Crystal says, Courtney over here screaming too. Listen, I mean, he threw it right to him. Like, nope, interception. It would have been crazy. Like, he jumped out at the 3. His foot went out of bounds. Man, say. Listen, I ain't much of a Bucks. I'm not really a fan of anybody but the Dallas Cowboys, honest. Touchdown. Wow. I'm not really a fan of anybody but the Dallas Cowboys, but I watch all football. Like, I really do. I can watch every football game on Sunday, Monday, Thursday. Like, I am that chick. Like, I follow football. So, in my opinion, it's very interesting for me to be watching the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play against the New Orleans Saints in a game for the divisional championship or the divisional title. It was even odd watching the Chiefs play the Browns. Like, these teams are like the sorriest teams last year. Like, they sucked the most. Like, they were at the fucking bottom. And now they're playing in like divisional championship games. What the heck? And like contending. Where they do that at? And why the Cowboys ain't playing. That's all. But if the Bucks beat the Saints, I'm not okay with that. I am not okay with the Bucks beating the Saints. I'm really not okay with the Bucks beating anybody. I don't know. Look, yeah, this is why y'all don't be standing on here and watching, because I be doing everything else. I be texting people. I be FaceTiming. Oh, y'all, I went and got my COVID test done today. Your girl is negative. She is. Because listen, I went out of town for my birthday. And not that I thought that I was, exposed to COVID or anything like that, but you never know. Okay. You never know. So I just go get tested because I work in the hospital and I be around people. And the last thing I want to do is get somebody sick. I want to go, I got to take something to my mom. And I don't want nobody getting sick. But just in case y'all busters don't know, negative. That was today. I did the rapid one. And if you don't know, you don't know which one, or I can't talk. You like, oh my gosh, I can't go get a COVID test. You don't have to pay. Like, it's free with your insurance. You have insurance, bam, go get you a COVID test. If you think you got it, if you had any symptoms, go get tested. If you go anywhere or, you behave recklessly, go get tested. To me, COVID testing, you should do that just like STD testing. Like, if you have unprotected sex and you feel like you might be at risk, you go get tested, right? It's the same thing with COVID. I flew on an airplane. I had on my mask though, and I was like this. But I had, I was on an airplane on 2 of them. And, I was snowmobiling, tubing, all kinds of things. And so I just wanted to make sure that I was good. And your girl is good still. I haven't had COVID and I don't plan on getting it. But you just have to be careful. You got to protect yourself. And if not protect yourself, protect everybody around you. Oh, my friend, she said, preach, friend. Listen, she be preaching like this. The friend ain't went nowhere. And that's okay. Like, I respect that. Listen, working in a hospital, you see this shit. You see COVID. It's like I used to see those little COVID molecule things. I'm like, oh shoot, there's COVID. I can see COVID in the air. But you see it. Like, I work in an ICU, and at first, when COVID first started, or not when it first started, when I first started working where I work, let's say around in June, July, August, in the summertime, COVID had its own units, right? So like there would be like a floor just of COVID patients or whatnot. So you really didn't have to worry about, oh, I'm going to the 6th floor. These are COVID negative patients. Now they have, like, it's so many people. It's so many COVID patients in the hospitals that they have to mix them up on the floors. So you have regular ICU, and you'll have people who are COVID positive and people who are COVID negative in the ICUs. What? And then I heard at one of the hospitals, the doctors say that we have over 50% of our patients are COVID positive. What in the world is that about? Ooh, Lord have mercy. I have a whole nother video that I'm going to do on that, and hopefully it could be monetized because I don't think it's supposed to say COVID. I don't know, but I hear a lot of people saying that thing. They don't ever really say it. I don't really know what the deal is because I don't read all those emails that come from YouTube all the time. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't do it. This game is not going how I thought it was going to go. Nonetheless, come on, Drew Brees. You need to. Who the heck were you throwing that at? I'm sorry. But anyway, y'all, I didn't really want to talk about anything in particular. Just answer some of these questions that you all had about how to cheat on your lie detector test, which I don't talk about that on my channel. Again, there might be other channels that tell you how to lie and pass a lie detector test, but this ain't it. Oh, y'all, if you haven't ever gone snowmobiling, please do that. Please go snowmobiling. Like, your whole life will be different. Like, it'll change. Your life will change and you'll be different from the inside out. Like, I promise you. Man, I think going snowboarding just really, I don't know, it just helped me so much. I'm always so nervous about doing stuff like that, like, 'cause I'm not adventurous, okay? Adventurous. Not when it comes to stuff like that. Like, shit that can kill me, I'm not with that. Not with the shits. But some things, like, I'll be adventurous with, but, like, not stuff like that. Not things where I can come falling off of a mountain that's, 5,000 feet above sea level. You know what I'm saying? But just to have that experience and not have fear. And I was really nervous because it was like 10 of us on our tour. It was about 10 of us on our tour. Got him. And sorry, I'm so distracted. It was 10 of us, and he was like, well, the guy was like, I want you to be right behind me. I was like, listen, sir, I don't want to be right behind you because I'm going to go slow. He said, it's your birthday, so I want you to, be right here behind me, and we going to kill it. And I was like, okay, you putting a lot of pressure on you, girl, but let's do it. And the fastest I drove was like 32 miles an hour. I was getting it in the snowmobile. I really wished I could have like recorded it, but I had to drive the bitch, so I couldn't record. But it was great. Next time I go, because I will go back, I'm gonna get me a GoPro so I can put it on my head so y'all can see it with me, because it was amazing. Yeah, I'm 36. Woo! Your girl's old. It's almost time for me to go have like a little hysterectomy so no little Laura's don't pop up and fuck everything up. Nobody got time for that at all. Oh, no, no, no. So if it's this premenopausal, what in the world? Oh, I hope it stands. Touchdown Saints. But it was a flag. I hope it stands. I know Courtney is over there pumped up, but let's hope that the flag is on the defense and not the offense. And I can't hear because, copyright. I'm not trying to get in the, let's see. I guess it's nothing. Touchdown. Okay, Saints. Okay, Saints. Okay. Anyway, y'all, let me go so I can finish my cocktail. She say she about to get put out. Girl, see, that's why I'm glad I ain't got nobody with no power. But yes, let me finish my cocktail. That was a good play. That was like a flea flicker, I think is what it's called. That's when I think it was a flea flicker. No, I don't. Yeah. That's when the quarterback had a ball and he passed it to somebody else, and then he passed it to somebody else, and then they throw it. But yeah. Anyway, y'all, let me get off of here because I got to get ready for work. I got to finish my drink so I can stimulate my mind and prepare myself for a wonderful day tomorrow. Y'all have a good one.